It's a loop that's going to feel nearly impossible to escape. But that's exactly why the second section of the dopamine menu, called mains, is so powerful. Mains are activities specifically designed to break this doom scrolling loop. They're meaningful, enjoyable things that you do purely for yourself. So for example, on my mains list, you can see how I've got things like taking a walk without headphones, reading some of my favorite books, or creating some of these YouTube videos. But unlike starters, mains usually take 30 minutes or more. And this gives your brain just enough time to fully engage and immerse itself and get into a little bit of flow. But did you know there's actually another hidden reason why we doom scroll? And it might just surprise you. I'd hear about this concept called dopamine detoxing and try to completely cut out these easy dopamine sources, but inevitably I'd always end up binging on them again and again later. But then I discovered a powerful concept called front-loading that completely changed the way I approach doom scrolling forever. Scott Young explains this really clearly in one of his videos, because he gives the example of how Olympic athletes achieve sporting success because they intentionally structure their training by putting the toughest, most demanding tasks first thing in the week. And that's what front-loading is all about. By tackling the hardest tasks first, athletes create a sense of urgency and momentum. Then at the end of training, they can reward themselves, and maybe with a cheat meal or a rest day. Now, productivity and procrastination work the exact same way. It might help to think about this process a little bit like a switch, because if you front load your important, challenging tasks first thing in the week or in the day, you can build motivation and momentum early. Then, afterwards, you can switch off and reward yourself with something enjoyable, even if it's a guilty pleasure. That's exactly where the third section of the dopamine menu, called desserts, comes into play. So desserts are those enjoyable, kind of quick dopamine hits that you intentionally treat yourself with after you've finished your important work. You can think of desserts as kind of short-term treats, and if you take a look at my own dopamine menu, you'll see how I've written things down like eating a pastry, watching a movie, or, to be honest, even sometimes I will spend time on my phone. I might use an app or something like Brilliant, who are kindly sponsoring this video. And if you haven't heard of it before, Brilliant is an online learning platform that you can get on your phone or your computer, and it helps you get smarter every single day. They have thousands of interactive lessons in maths, science, programming, data analysis, and AI. And you don't even need to spend a long time on Brilliant to see the results from what you learn. Because, as I'm sure you know, learning just a little bit of information each day is actually one of the best ways to learn anything new. For the past few weeks, I've been working through a course on Brilliant called Scientific Thinking, and I already feel like I better understand all of the modern technology I use in the world. So if you want to try everything Brilliant has to offer for free for a full 30 days, you can scan the QR code on screen now, or you can click on the link below in the description.